here today. We had a good day yesterday, a big day yesterday. So, get some teaching, get some situations handled that we feel like we need to get handled today, and then push it back up on Thursday. So, just trying to put one foot in front of the other here, move forward every day, and just take it one day at a time. But long way to go, but moving forward.
What does it mean when you say you had a big day yesterday?
Had a big day. Ran a lot of plays. Got a lot done.
My big day is different from your big day, so that's why we asked what's,
Yeah.
like, did you get a bunch installed? Did the guys go?
Ran a lot of plays. Yeah.
Bill, what are your thoughts on Jalen Mills' versatility?
Good. Yeah, good. Jalen's a smart kid. He's had a lot of playing experience in different spots, and he's done a good job for us.
Since you've had him, would you say he's been more on the playing outside, or have you worked him inside since you've had him, like prior to this spring?
Yeah, he's done a lot of different things.
What does he have going for him if he were to play less outside corner and more safety that would possibly make him?
Yeah, well, I mean, look, we're working a lot of guys in a lot of different positions now, so we'll see how it all plays out. Let them compete, see what where the team needs, maybe different guys, and see how it goes. But we want to give players an opportunity to learn multiple spots. I think that helps them understand the overall system, but also gives them a chance to compete at different spots, and so we'll see how it plays out.
What did you see in Malik Cunningham move him around a little bit in practice last week when we were there? And just what are your first impressions been?
We played quarterback at Louisville, and so we're giving him some work at receiver. We'll see how it goes. He's an athletic kid, smart. He's able to learn two spots. We'll see.
Is there an added value with a player like Malik for a scout team and things like that if things develop scout team?
Maybe. I mean, I don't know.
How do you enjoy, or actually, what have you learned working with Adrian Clown now 23 years after you drafted him? How was he?
Good. Yeah. Clem's been great. Works hard. Smart guy. He's had different experiences in college and a couple of years in Pittsburgh. So yeah, it's been great to work with.
So what are your impressions of Ty Montgomery, and how would you describe what it took for him to get where he was injured last year?
Yeah, I mean, we'll see how it goes with Ty. His availability is probably a big thing for him. Some other guys probably in that category too. So just have to see how it plays out. But he's a skilled player. Can do a lot of different things in the kicking game and offensively. So give an opportunity to do those things and see how it goes.
Bill, just to follow up on Adrian. When a coach comes in like that from a different program, does he bring a language or vocabulary with him that players need to pick up on once he's here, or does he try to pick up on things that you guys have done in the past? How does that work?
Yeah, it all depends. Every situation is a little bit different. But there's certainly a little bit of both, but yeah, it just really depends on what it is we're talking about, with a specific play or technique, or so it could be a little bit of both.
Is there much? Have you found that there's much carryover between what Adrian brought with him and stuff you guys already had?
Yeah, I'm not really too concerned about what he used somewhere else. We've just kind of look at what's best for our team, and there's some things that he does that or has done that make sense for us, and there's things that we do that either he's had to learn or maybe already knew. I don't know, but we'll get him.
A day yesterday where you ran a lot of plays. How do you assess how Bill O'Brien and Mac looked communication-wise running the offense?
Yeah, it's just a teaching process for all of us. So all the players and, again, coaching staff, we got to get back into coaching and teaching and so forth. So it's, we all have something to work on out there, players, coaches, all of us.
Bill, what stands out about Ed Lee's skill set, bringing him in yesterday?
Who's that?
Ed Lee, the receiver.
Let's give it a little more depth to the position. We had him here in rookie minicamp. Have an opportunity, have a spot for him. So take a look at him in OTAs here and see how it goes.
What do you lose without Raekwon McMillan having put him on injured reserve within the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, well, Raekwon gave us a lot of versatility. This was an unfortunate situation, but he's young. I know think things went well. And, he came back from the ACL a year ago, played in every game except for one. I think he missed with a thumb or something. But so hopefully he'll be back.
I don't think we've asked you about Jim Brown since his passing, so I just wanted to ask you about your relationship with him.
Yeah, I had a great relationship with Jim. Ton of respect for Jim on so many fronts. He was a great friend, mentor. Was a huge admirer of his. He helped me in a lot of different ways. So, thanks.
Bill, Christian Gonzalez is a pretty unique athlete, and I wondered, now that you've seen him on the field a little bit more, whether you're impressed with that athleticism, whether it surprised you in any way.
Yeah, again, a lot of what we're doing is really teaching. So the evaluations will come, in training camp when we're able to really go out there and compete against each other. But he's a smart kid. He's got good skill. He's got a pretty good level of experience from what he did in college at Colorado and Oregon. So he's learning out there every day, like they all are.
Can you gauge how quick a player is or how a player moves during these practices? Obviously, no pads involved, so does it give you any kind of evaluation on that?
Yeah, again, we'll evaluate him when we can evaluate him.
I'm not happy that you scheduled a big day for yesterday and you come in today.
Yeah, we usually, after a couple of days off, that's what we do. So gave him the weekend off, and obviously the weekend was off, so come in Monday. And
Seems like go ahead, Don. Seems like a few teams are canceling mini camps. Do you still feel like you guys can get a lot out of those practice sessions, or is it where is it in the off season? What value does it provide?
yeah, we're going day by day. So, take care of today and see how that goes, and deal with the next opportunity when that comes on, potentially on Thursday. See where we're at. I can't speak to what other teams are or aren't doing. You have to talk to them about that. I'm not really sure.
Jack Jones finished off last season with a suspension. What have you seen from him since he's come back in this offseason?
Still working his way back in there. So, good to see him out there. See how that goes.
Bill, are you expecting to have Juju at practice today?
Yeah, I think he'll be here. Mm-hmm.
What has it been? I just know he was out of town yesterday. But what has it been like working with him the time you've had?
Good. Yeah, it's been great. It's great to work with. Yep. Smart kid. A lot of leadership. A lot of experience. Yeah, it's been good.
What's your impression then so far of Keyshawn Flutie? What it's been like to work with him?
Yeah, all the rookies, they've all been good. They've got a lot to learn. They're trying. Drinking through a fire hose, but that's what it is for rookies coming into the NFL. So, but they all put in extra time. They're trying. They're overwhelmed, but they're still afloat, still swimming, treading water, and eventually it'll sort itself out. But yeah, no issues with any of them really. They're all working hard. But it's a lot.
How do you feel about your depth at that receiver position?
You know, we're teaching the guys that we have out there. You know, everybody's learning. A lot of instruction, a lot of learning. Just, I don't know, see how it goes.
Can you put stress on that group though when, you know, a day like yesterday where you're running a lot of plays, you feel like the numbers are kind of low there?
I think guys got a good amount of work yesterday.
So when you have the college coaches come in at a time like this, how much do you enjoy that, interact with them, or is that sort of more, they're off, sort of detached from?
Yeah, I mean, those guys do a great job of accommodating us, you know, when we come in there, whether it's our college scouts during the year or in the spring, you know, we go in for pro days, things like that. So, a good working relationship with, you know, college coaches, schools. It's good to. It's mutually beneficial, I think.
With the new kickoff rule, do you anticipate spending more time practicing executing and receiving squib kicks?
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I mean, right now we're just, you know, putting in our basic stuff in every area. So specific situations, things like that, we'll deal with those a little bit later. Right, we're not ready for that right now. Let's see if we can just get in the basics and teach the fundamentals and then build off of that. But maybe.
With the new rule on emergency quarterbacks, did you put that in? Is that at all changing for you when you're compiling your 53? Is it, you know, having a third quarterback more important?
We'll take a look at it. Yep, we'll take a look at it.
Bill, there was an announcement or a press release about you all working with Gerard about an extension. What made you all want to put together an effort to keep him around for longer?
Yeah, you have to. I'm not going to get any contract talk, so just talk to somebody else about that.
How about just generally?
Yeah, Gerard's great. I mean, he's great to work with. Adds a lot to our program. You know, a good staff. He's part of it, and you know, it certainly helps to have people like Gerard and Troy, Adrian, that have, you know, played in the system, that have played here, that have perspective, a playing perspective, as well as a organizational and coaching perspective.
He's the kind of guy you guys don't want to let go.
No, I love working with Gerard.
Bill, regarding assistant coaches, DeMarcus has had a lot of extracurricular work in the offseason, Senior Bowl, as well, Troy, the Shrine Bowl, having a chance to kind of organize and coach the team as a head coach. What have you seen from their development and how those experiences have improved the staff overall?
Yeah, well, DeMarcus has done a great job for us. He, you know, has a lot of responsibility. The number of players that he coaches, he's coached multiple positions, linebackers, edge guys, all the defensive linemen. As you mentioned, involved in some of the other NFL programs. You know, we all had an opportunity to work in the All-Star games this year. He was at the Senior Bowl. We were at the East-West game. But, you know, he continues to grow, adds a lot of value to our staff and our team. And he does a great job for us. Okay, great. Thank you.